So we have to talk about Jada Pinkett treating Will Smith like the stepchild she will never love. So Jada has this autobiography coming out, and it's titled Worthy. I don't know what the fuck she's worthy of, but we'll get into that later. And in this book, she seems to be professing her love for Tupac, how it's, beyond time and space, and it's infinite love for Tupac. And then she went on to post a video clip of her and Tupac dancing to one of Will's biggest hits. And to add insult to injury, she said something along the lines that these three souls, her, Will, and Tupac, will be forever connected. Now, obviously, these are not the words that you want your wife to be writing about some former boyfriend, lover from 30 years ago. So clearly, Will Smith is down bad in this situation. It seems like every month, every day, something comes out from Jada Pinkett to make this relationship look even worse than it actually is. And that takes a lot of effort. And Will Smith wrote a book last year. And in that book, he didn't do anything to defame, tarnish, or destroy Jada's character. In fact, I believe he did the opposite. He tried to make her look like this brilliant, stunning, loving wife. And we all know that's not who she is. Now, because Jada has this new autobiography coming out, she's doing her press runs. And she had an exclusive with the Today Show where she revealed that her and Will Smith have been separated since 2016.
There's so many surprising things in the book, but the thing that surprised me the most, that I actually had to reread it because I said, is this true?
Right.
Was that in 2016, you and Will decided that you were going to live completely separate lives.
Yes.
It was not a divorce on paper,
right,
but it was a divorce.
It's really scary to see the type of satisfaction she gets out of hearing these words from the reporter. Like, she's nodding, she's smiling with her mouth and her eyes. Like, she thoroughly enjoys being in front of a camera and saying, yes, Will and I have not been together since 2016. I have not been with him. He is not my husband. Who the fuck does some shit like this? I know she knows the narrative that's being painted across the entire globe about her husband, Will Smith, or should I even use the word husband? Her roommate? I don't fucking know. But I know she's aware of the perception that's on Will right now. And it's even more fucked up that she's going on this show and doing this. She's intentionally taking the knife and carving it deeper into Will's heart. She wants to make him suffer so bad and publicly humiliate him to the point where he might do something detrimental to himself.
From the year 2016, which is 7 years ago now,
yes,
y'all have been apart.
Yeah.
But in public, the couple, who married in 1997, denied the gossip about their marriage. This interview on Bravo's Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen was taped a year after Will and Jada separated.
So how long have you guys been together?
23 years.
Wow. That's amazing. How do you keep it hot?
How do I keep it hot? You know. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, I'm baffled, really.
Yeah, right.
Over the next several years, Jada and Will kept up the appearance of a committed married couple. They even faced a scandal when Jada had what she called an entanglement with a family friend.
Family friend? This was the same family friend introduced by her son. Jada was over here doing that P-Hub XXX shit. That shit you see in the movies where you're like, nah, people don't really do shit like this. But she really was, though.
Jada says she considered a legal divorce, but could never go through with it.
I made a promise that there will never be a reason for us to get a divorce. We will work through whatever. And I just haven't been able to break that promise.
But you still live separately.
We live separately.
So basically what I got from this is she made this arbitrary promise not to get divorced and not give Will a reason to divorce. Therefore, they're not divorced. Well, when you fuck your son's friend, that should be reason number one. when you fucking publicly embarrass your husband several times, that's definitely a reason for divorce. I don't know what the fuck she's talking about. Clearly, Jada doesn't want to be with Will. She wouldn't be writing this book at this time, professing her love to Tupac, taking big shits in Will's mouth publicly so the world can see if she didn't want to be with him. She doesn't want to be with him. She doesn't give a fuck about this man.
Will then went on a profane tirade warning Chris not to mention his wife's name. Jada couldn't believe what she was hearing.
What is going on? Now, first of all, I'm really shocked because, mind you, I'm not there. We haven't called each other husband and wife in a long time. I'm like, what is going on right
keep
now?
my wife's name
out of your mouth, right? And I'm like...
So it sounds like Jada didn't even want Will to slap Chris Rock. He said, keep your wife's name out of my fucking mouth. And she was over there thinking, I'm not your fucking wife. Get it fucking correct.
But now I'm really worried for Will because I don't know what's going on.
What viewers did not see at the time, while Oscar clips were being shown, was Chris Rock leaning over the stage to talk to Jada.
And Chris looks to me and he says, Jada, I meant no harm. Now, I'm just out of it because I'm really worried about
And what's Will doing? He's just sitting there?
And Will's still talking. He's like, he's still, because now he's mad because Chris is talking to me. And I go, Chris, this is about some old shit. That's all I could think to say, right? And I couldn't really take in his apology.
Apparently the old shit that Jada was referring to was when Chris Rock actually tried to take Jada out on a date amid some of the earlier divorce rumors between the two. But one thing I know for certain is it's very sad to see Will Smith publicly castrated by his own wife for this amount of time. Will Smith was a legend. He was one of the biggest actors of my generation, and now he's been reduced to a fucking laughing meme, a simp, a loser that nobody wants to be. I really hope Will gets the fucking help that he needs to break free from this relationship. I don't know if Jada has some type of blackmail on his ass or what, but whatever he needs to do to get away from her, the better his mental health will be, because it can't be any good right now. But I want to know what y'all think in the comments below about this situation. Are y'all tired of seeing Jada publicly and intentionally embarrass Will Smith? Do you feel like it's time for Will Smith to stand up for himself finally and to grow some fucking nuts? Let me know what y'all think in the comments, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.